Yeah, finally another podcast episode. Like those backgrounds just looks amazing, dude.
They do. I got the Christmas in the back. I changed my whole entire setup basically. Got everything looking good. You got the plants in the background. Looks pretty comfy. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous.
It's not done yet. That's why the wall is pretty bland. But yeah, dude, like always just getting better the quality and so on. So yeah, holidays. Yeah, dude, the holiday season's pretty close.
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, I can't believe how fast it came. They always say like life goes so fast in the blink of an eye, but it's actually so true. Like I can't
Yeah,
believe it's already December. It's like 10 days away from Christmas. It's crazy.
that's true. That's true. But yeah, let's get started with the points. We got a couple of good points to go over.
I wanted to I wanted to bring up for everyone out there that's watching right now.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys' the support has been amazing. I think IronChainLabs, the X account's at like 230 followers, 232. I'm at like 1,200. Our posts are constantly getting 30, 40, even 50 likes. I think we've honestly hit the algorithm now.
That's true. That's true. That's important as well. Like, dude, it's just crazy how much organic growth we are getting, and the collaborations and the big market didn't start it yet. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because the most craziest part about all of it is that it's not paid promo, right? It's all organic, and all the people really love what we're doing. They love that we have the podcast. Obviously, they love that the Q&A. If you guys haven't watched the Q&A, make sure you guys go watch that. But all the content that we have is just unlike no other. It honestly is.
It
You don't
is.
really
It
see it a
is.
lot in the space, so.
The quality is pretty amazing. Pretty good. But yeah, Monopoly building up. Netflix bought out Warner Brothers for $82 billion.
Yeah, isn't that the biggest deal we've seen ever? I'm pretty sure, right?
I'm pretty sure like people can comment if there's any bigger deal than that, but this is crazy. Maybe some AI getting bought out, maybe some deal that came from Microsoft could be bigger,
Yeah,
but $82 billion for Warner Brothers is just crazy. And there's so many IPs in there. There's
yeah.
Hobbits, Middle Earth, as well, how you call it, the thing rings, the rings, what's the name of the film with the ring? Golem.
With the ring, like Lord of the Rings, like
Lord of
Hobbit,
the
or like
Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings as well. Pretty big IP that bought out. And now we're just
yeah.
seeing like two mega corporations. That's Disney. Disney is buying a lot of things as well. And Netflix is
Mhm.
buying a lot of things as well. Like, that's pretty scary. Like, they're gonna control the cinema. They're gonna control movies, films, everything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's like the government. Like they're gonna be able to see exactly how we react to what we're watching and like
yeah.
what we want to see to keep us comfortable in a way, and what people want to be normalized. It's just crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And you brought up a good point. All of the statistics, all of that data they're gonna be gathering. Of course, they're gonna sell this. Of course, they're gonna use that for other corporations that they have are gonna be having in the future. Like, that's
Hmm.
dangerous to give this much information, this much knowledge, this much power into the
Yeah,
hands of corporations. But I think in the end of the day, nothing changes because the government is pretty much doing the same thing.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just like with AI, like with an AI
yeah.
agent that you use, like ChatGPT, for example. All the stuff that you're typing to it, the government or like the higher ups are just collecting more data on us that we think
Yeah,
that they don't have on us, but now they do. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, it's crazy, especially with
exactly.
Warner Brothers getting bought out. That is crazy because Warner Brothers is like they had everything. So to have, it's literally just a monopoly. Everyone, someone's gonna get to the top. I mean, BlackRock, for example. You know a lot about BlackRock, about
Oh
everything they've
yeah,
gotten already.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And Cyberpunk is turning real. Cyberpunk in the sense of where corporations are gonna have more power than the government. Oh yeah, we're not gonna even act like this isn't already, the reality. But I mean, officially having more power than the government. It's already turning truth because like, take a look on Coca-Cola, take a look on Netflix now, take a look on Disney, take a look on BlackRock. All of those things, not just the movie industry. We're now talking about the economics industry, JP Morgan. There's so many names
Mhm.
out there. Food industry, like they are controlling most of things. They are now
Yeah.
like I would say probably 90%, 99% of businesses, they are owned by 10 to 15 mega corporations, at least the
Oh yeah,
bigger
100%,
businesses. Yeah.
100%. And then when like I want to emphasize on Disney, right? Then not only are they owning everything, but just to get into their freaking park, I think it's like $350 for both sides of the park. But I mean, you do that times, like 3, you're spending like over $1,100 for your family just to go to Disney. That's just crazy.
They are greedy, yeah. And back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, Disney used to be free when it came out. Like, you could visit
Really?
Disney for free. I need to take a look. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
back with the results, people. So Disneyland opened in 1955, and the cost of admission was $1, and adjusted to inflation in 2022, this would have been $11 to visit
No
Disneyland
way.
back in the day.
They probably only had it $1. Like I mean, like they probably did that just for the sole factor that they wanted more people to come to the business, right? Like they were new, they wanted more people to come into the park.
And not just that, but as well because I guess they weren't that greedy back in the day.
Yeah. Everyone's just been so greedy. But talking about greed, I don't want to talk about this for too long, bore you guys. We want to talk about the market. We're back at $92,000 on Bitcoin as of right now.
Yep.
And everything seems coming back. I think Sol's at 141. Everything looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, same. Like the market right now, catch a lot of people by surprise, but it's just another Monday. It's just another Monday for the ones that already, saw a crypto winter, saw those crashes. And right now it's just, it's just a correction. It's the marketing getting either manipulated. It's a consolidation, it's a correction, call it whatever you want. But it's just like, if you're dealing with risk assets, it's just the things, it's just the common things you're gonna be seeing, like your portfolio, your wallet going to 30-50% minus.
Yeah. Especially for the normies, like we were talking about in the last podcast, they're like screaming and stuff. But now they're finally seeing their bags go up if they didn't sell. So it's just good to see some light.
Yeah, that's true. Like right now, people are saying that it's gonna go back to 100K at the end of the year, but I don't think so. December never was a good month for crypto, especially the reasons for it is that firstly, the funny thing is that people are realizing their gains to buy Christmas gifts. People are realizing their gains to pay debt, mortgage as well, and so on. And there's as well the fact where people just restructure their portfolios, where they sell a lot just to recomposition their wallets, their holdings. So usually December to January, it's not a good month for crypto. So I'm strongly against the idea that we're gonna see Bitcoin at 100K. But yeah, I hope I'm wrong. But still, this
I hope you're wrong too.
Yeah, this isn't common. Situation where crypto just goes up by the end of year.
Yeah, I would say as well as just with tax season coming up as well, people are just like you said, sizing down their wallet. They have to get the Christmas gifts. Taxes are coming up. That's gonna hit people a lot as well. At least where I'm from, California, it's pretty bad over here. So a lot of people are just making sure they have all the money, taking it out, and then that's what kind of sucks, right? Because like you said, the market has to go down, and there's nothing we can do about it because that's just life.
Yeah, that's true. That's just life. Anyway, market recovering. That's pretty much the point of it. IronChainLabs. We wanted to talk about the engagement. We already did that, but now the mascot that we launched their own mascot. Yeah.
Linky, yeah. Everyone loved Linky. If you guys haven't seen the post, people loved this so much that was the most engaged post we've had yet on IronChainLabs. I think it got close to, I think it's at 50 likes now, and I got those 50 likes within an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Linky is a axolotl. It's our mascot. It's gonna represent our ecosystem, especially if you take a closer look at the animal. It's just us. It's a creature that can regenerate limbs, so it's always improving, and it can come back from failure. Like imagine just losing a limb and being able to regenerate it so quickly like it does. And another thing, those things are found in cave systems, if I'm not mistaken, in Mexico. Could be wrong. in cave systems that never seen the light of day, and still they managed to evolve. They managed to defy the means of how to be able to survive under such conditions. And I think
Yeah.
this represents our ecosystem pretty good. And the name Linky, a chain, IronChainLabs, a chain is made of links. So
Yeah.
yeah, Linky.
Yeah, I think everyone loved it. I don't know if you guys seen, but me and Sebastian were looking. I think like 5 people changed their profile picture to Linky, and on top of that, I think something cool we can do, Sebastian, is give out like Linky plushies. If we made like stuffed animals
Oh,
for
for
Linky,
sure.
and they gave it out on the X, maybe did like a giveaway for the Linkies. Pretty cool.
This would be pretty cool, making plushies, and it's
Yeah.
not that complicated. Like making plushies of high quality, at least when it comes to making like 20, 30 of them. That's pretty easy. But
I want
then
one. That'd be pretty cool.
I would I would want as well. Like they are just amazing. I have so many plushies from Evangelium and all of the series and animes they are like. So having a plushie from my own ecosystem would be just crazy.
A dream, literally a dream. And I
Yeah.
think everyone, like I said, everyone already liked it. So I think it would be pretty cool to see even people posting the pictures with Linky in their bed, not trying to sound weird, pause, but like snuggling
Pause.
with it or whatever it
Yeah.
is. It would be pretty cool, yeah.
This is true. This would be amazing. But yeah, Iron Chain is coming closer to the pre-sale. It's coming closer.
Yeah.
To the pre-sale launch.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Everyone on the X like, oh, when's the pre-sale? But we wanted to talk about the website. I know you wanted to bring that up. What about the
yeah.
website with that coming soon as well?
So the website, it's really special because it's gonna be really advanced, and it should be a place where people enjoy to invest their time in. So it needs to be accessible, it needs to be comfortable, and so on. And that's pretty much our main goal for now, to present a website that is really good looking, that is really functional, and it's already gonna have one of our first tools. So yeah, this is gonna be the next big review. And I think after the website, there's going to be the white paper, the full manifesto, and then we're already looking at the launch. So
Yeah, I honestly, I don't even think people are ready. I'm not even ready myself. We were growing so fast, and I know you're not even ready because we're growing so fast. We're going so fast that we're not even ready because obviously you have everything prepared, everything looks good to go. But in the sense that we're growing so fast that we're gonna have so many people waiting to get the tools, waiting to go onto the website. It's just amazing. I'm so excited.
yeah, this is true. Like same. It's just gonna be really cool to see all of those people using the website, seeing their reactions, receiving their feedbacks. And yeah, we're looking at something really great. We're looking at a ecosystem that, from an idea to a dream, from a dream to a plan, and now finally from plan to execution. So it's
Yep.
going too good. It's going just too well. And it's cool, of course, if things work how they should work. But at the same time, you kind of get scared. You think like, okay, there's gonna be something happening soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's with everything in life, right?
Mhm.
Like you want to make sure everything goes well, especially with the ecosystem. You don't want anything to go wrong, but there's going to be one thing, one mess up. We're humans, we're not AI, right? So we're going to have one thing that messes up, but we just evolve, like you said, like Linky. We're just going to evolve into, if our legs break off, we're going to get new legs, right? In that sense. So
Exactly. And this only works if people are actually sending their feedbacks, if people are working together with us, if the community is united and actually, helping us to make the ecosystem just work the way we all find it as beneficial. Yeah, and that's pretty much the sense of our ecosystem. We don't want to sideline anybody. Of course, there's gonna be the authority of the team. There's going to be the authority of handling the economics in a way where everybody wins, in a sense that it's the healthiest for the long-term vision. But when it comes to, functionality, accessibility, way of handling community, tools, and so on, then the power is completely to the community. The power is completely democratic in that sense.
Yep, and like you said, it's tailored for the community. I like how you said that.
Exactly.
That's what we always say. Tailored
Exactly.
for the community, and as well as that, no one's sidelined. especially with you speaking a variety of different languages like Portuguese, Spanish, all that, German. It just shows about how transparent we are. And a lot of the people, when we went up on the spaces, when I brought that up, so people were actually coming up and saying, "Hey, Nico, I feel you on that. I'm actually happy you guys have that." For the fact being, I feel sidelined because I can't say stuff that I really want to say, that I feel like that can actually benefit these people, but I don't feel like I have the power to say it. And now we have that power with Sebastian being
Exactly,
able to talk.
exactly. Not just that, but as well, the whole moderator team is at least bilingual. So we have people from Pakistan working at the programmation that talk English perfectly. Fine. We got Germans that talk English as well. We got Brazilians that talk English, and so on. So the whole team, the whole moderation, the whole programming team
Mhm.
is pretty much adapted to handle, a international business. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
And yeah, with most businesses, they just want to be, obviously we want to be the best, right? We're setting the new
Yeah,
structure, but the main thing is that we really care for each and every one of you guys, in the sense that a lot of the businesses just want to keep on growing and they leave the day ones behind.
yeah,
We're building together. We're not just a community. I really mean this. We're a family, and we want to make sure everyone's taken to the top with us. We're not going to leave anyone behind. The people that are putting in the work and putting in the time to actually help us, you're going to get helped out too, right? It's the sense that I clean your hands and you clean mine, right? We want to make sure that everyone's getting back the time that they put in.
exactly. And this is my opinion how things should work out. Because it's just long term. Like, the moment people realize you're just there for the money, you're just there for the greediness, they're gonna leave you behind. They're just gonna look for something that is actually real
Yeah.
in general and genuinely, honest. And that's the point. We know that long term, just not asking people for their money, but asking them actually for the help and just being humble, just saying, yeah, we're not perfect. We don't know anything special or more than other people about Web3. But when we unite, when we come together, when we have a group and everybody puts a little bit to it and everybody helps, like, just a small percentage, you end up with something really special. You end up with something really deep. And that's pretty much the sense. We're just offering the structure, we are offering the guidance, we are offering the pipeline to actually get those
Yep.
people to the place where we can meet up and build something together.
Yep, exactly. Like you said, the structure, right? And if you want to elaborate on what you mean by structure for the tokenizing businesses, I know that's a big one that people were like, wow, that's super cool on the spaces that we were on 3-4 days ago. But if you want to talk about that.
So pretty much tokenizing businesses and the cryptonization of business, it's nothing more than if a startup, if a real life business comes to us, we are gonna offer them the structure, the tools, the help, and so on for them to actually transform certain functions, transform certain things of their business into blockchain adaptable things. Like, let's say, paying your employees in crypto if they want so,
Yeah.
having certain contracts that are smart contracts on the blockchain, or actually having a coin reflect the worth and the growth of your business. Those are all things that we
Yep.
can already do and already did in the past. There's already a couple of businesses in Brazil that used our it wasn't an ecosystem before, it was just my own business, to actually tokenify their business. And we're just gonna bring this to the mainstream. We actually wanna help
Yeah.
businesses, we wanna help startups. Don't be afraid of the Web3 and the blockchain, but actually embrace it and use it there in their daily, in their daily days, in their daily working
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, and just like you said, don't be afraid and just embrace it. We all know that Web3 and crypto and DeFi, the space, it's just gonna keep on growing and it's going
Yep.
to evolve into something that we all aren't ready for. But just emphasizing on that is the fact that we, like you said on the spaces, we move so fast, crypto and the DeFi space, we move so fast that the tokenizing businesses. The businesses probably wanted to get tokenized, but we went so fast that now it's not, as normalized. We're
Yeah.
trying to bring it back so everyone feels like they have a safe place, which would be Iron Chain, to, hey, how does this work? What do we do? What's the next step?
Exactly. This is the way to actually help out Web3 to onboard people this way, a way that is a little bit less aggressive. It's not just, gurus promising Lamborghinis and 200, 300 access and so on, because this is something you cannot hold. This is something that is just gonna, people are gonna try it out. They're gonna see it's not the reality, and they're never gonna come back to Web3 again. They're never gonna come back to crypto again. But the way we are doing it, it's way more subtle and way more honest, in the sense we're not promising anything that has to do with monetary gain, but we can for sure guarantee and promise that you're gonna go out a little bit smarter than before, and that you're gonna have a little bit more quality of life, or maybe much more quality of life than before, by using our tools, by staying up to date in our decentralized forum, by exchanging information and getting the education for free. Once again, education is not going to be paid on our ecosystem, and that's the thing that we can promise. That's the thing we can guarantee, without you actually depositing a single cent into our hands. It's just going to be like, that's the way we want to onboard people, because if you do it in an honest manner, if you do it in a genuine manner, they're gonna come back and they're gonna be loyal to your cause. They're gonna be loyal to your ecosystem, and that's the point. Those gurus, those wannabe self-made millionaires, even though they're not self-made, they're just scam-made millionaires. They get the money once, and once they got enough money, they just run away with the money, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
They're just destroying. It's pretty much just killing, the chicken that lays golden eggs. You're just killing it at the first sight, and that's wrong.
Yeah. And that's what we see a lot in the space as well. Like you said, even with the rug pulling and whatever it might be, in everything in life, on social media, that's normalized now. It's just flexing the Lambos, flexing the P&Ls, whatever it is. But people come to a realization that the ones that want, something for you, you're going to be loyal towards them, right? For us, like, I have countless people in the DMs saying like, yo, you guys are seriously building something special, as well as you guys are purely like good people, because we just show we have the best energy and we actually care. And I truly mean that everyone has a certain puzzle piece that they can put into the ecosystem. We just get to build on top of that, and that's what's so special, because everyone gets to have recognition. Like, everyone gets to get recognized for the parts they put into it, and most of the time you don't get recognized in most businesses, whatever it might be. They have such a good idea, but they can't get recognized, or don't feel like they can, for the fact being, whether it be a language barrier if you're in a different country, or feeling like you're not put into the certain structure of like someone that has the ability to speak out, and if that makes sense. But still, it's like feeling that energy of the people that want more for you, the people that want a better life for you. And that's just what IronChain is, and you are who you surround yourself with, right? If you're surrounding yourself with people that want better for you and that have the knowledge, you're going to become that person. So
exactly, completely true. And this is pretty much the structure we want. We want people to come over to us, get the education, get the knowledge, be onboarded step by step in a natural manner, go out into the broad ocean of Web3, come back with their businesses, come back with their startups, come back with their ideas, and actually working together with us. We don't want to monkey fist anybody, in the sense of, you're gonna be dependent on us. Here's the only place you can actually get money or profits or anything you're looking for. No, because it's just not true. Like, there's thousands and thousands of projects that are solid. But that's the point. We just want those people to be coming back to us and working together with us, just because the way we treated them at the start and so on. So this is the main goal. Everybody should be independent. Everybody should be using us as a means to an end, to get their ideas into reality, to get their businesses out there, to get their projects going and so on. But in the back of their heads, remembering, okay, if I need something, if I need education, IronChain is there. If I need a tool, I can go back to those boys and just try to see if they can actually make this tool that I need to realize my dream and so on. And this is the thing. This is the way of thinking and the way of structuring and operating that we want in our community.
Yeah, and I think it goes for any business, whether it be in crypto or not. You want to work with someone that respects you, and you respect them back, right? So in a sense that most businesses nowadays, they're so egotistical and they think they know more than you, when in all reality you actually probably know more than the person that's up top. They just, you know, put a lot of work in to be at that place. But the point being is that I'd rather work with someone that respects me than doesn't respect me and has me, you know, pay for certain things that I shouldn't have to pay for, like knowledge, etc., etc., etc. With IronChainLabs, we respect everyone. I mean, Sebastian knows this. I'd be responding to DMs as much as I can, making sure you guys feel like human, because we all are human. We're not higher than you guys at all in any sense. We actually are the same people as you guys. We're just trying to help you guys become, you know, get that knowledge that you guys need to build and adapt to what Web3 is now.
Yep. And this is like, once again, coming back to the beginning, tokenization or tokenifying businesses and startups. This is pretty much taking the problem by the root and just starting there, where, you know, if those real life businesses, if they tokenify their modules and so on, this is gonna get a lot of people onboarded that never had contact with crypto. They're at least gonna be curious to see, okay, this is interesting. Maybe I can get my salary paid out in USDT, or maybe in Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever. This is cool. I'm gonna take a look into it. If my business is, you know, promoting it, if my business is talking about it, this might be something solid. And this is like, we just wanna wake up and, you know, catalyze, initiate those thoughts.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I know for a fact most businesses have heard about tokenizing their business, but it just got skipped by. And we, like you said, you already have people on your side that have already tokenized their business and they loved it and they knew it was good for their business. But now we can actually bring it back and make it normalized like everything else. But going on to that, what else are you excited for to bring to the people for IronChainLabs? Like what's your favorite thing?
So
Would be the website, right?
Yeah, the website is gonna be the next thing that I'm really excited for. And the trading system. Once again, in the last AMA, I invited people to come over to our Telegram, our Discord, that I could actually show the running system running, you know, in real time, just screen share and show to the people what we actually managed to come up with. And this is gonna be really cool. This is something I'm really excited to show people.
It is.
The technology and how much positive results we're actually getting from the system.
Yeah, like the testimonies, and the testimonies will only grow, right, when we launch the pre-sale and get people onto it. But we also have a lot of people wanting to come onto the podcast, so if anyone else wants to come up and do a podcast with us, that would be great. Even if you want to ask us questions on the podcast, if any of you guys want to get your name out there, etc., it would be super cool to collab with more people. We already have set plans for a lot of people that want to do more podcasts. On top of that, we do plan on doing X Spaces on the Iron Chain account every Friday. Hopefully we are able to stick to that plan. But just so you guys can hang out with us, whether it be hanging out or asking questions more in depth as the time goes on to the pre-sale, you guys should definitely show up. Our last space did really well. It was super good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we always want to get some base devs, get some builders, real builders on the podcast, and just see their opinion. And, you know, sometimes there can be debates where we come to even a better solution. Like, this is the thing, we always want people, especially ones that are trying to build as well, coming up on our podcast, sharing their experiences and so on, and giving us some solid feedback. This is true. Like,
yeah,
just DM us, either Nico or DM IronChain official, and we can get you guys hooked up on the podcast.
Yeah, we already have a super special guest. I don't want to say anything too into detail, but he's super cool. He's been in Web3 for a while, I would say now. And yeah, it's just super cool to see everyone coming up to us and wanting to get onto the podcast because they see it special. And it's actually crazy how much people are, you know, joining the Telegram. I think we're at 170 people in the Telegram now. It's just crazy, and I see us probably at 1,000 people in the Telly, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. That would be pretty cool. High expectations for that, but
For sure.
we have spaces coming up as well, and not just ours, but, you know, collaborating with other people, getting our name out there. So yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, a lot of things to come, but I think we're pretty much done with the things we wanted to go over. A shorter episode this time, but for sure still really a lot of valuable points. let's see what it's gonna
Mhm.
go. As well, if you guys want to see us talk about certain themes, talk about certain points and so on, always just comment down below. Maybe even some projects for us to take a look on. Maybe certain tools or ideas you guys have that we can explain more deeply if they're possible to create and so on. Like, yeah, feel free, guys. But I think we're done, Nico.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're done. I'll end it off with just saying a good like motivational quote is like your life matters. Everyone out there, your life matters, and you guys all have good ideas to bring into us. And we love the support. You guys are doing phenomenal. I just love it. We're just gonna keep on building and bringing you guys more alpha.
Exactly. That's perfect. See you guys. So the website is gonna be one of the next few things that we can all be excited about. And have a good one till the next episode.
Yep. See you guys.